previous on the vertical machining centres, 60 sets of calipers would be taking up to 3 weeks solid production on a single day shift. On our first 2 weeks production on the Matsuura, we managed to complete 60 sets within the first 4 days.
My name's James Gazzard. I'm the Commercial Director here at Wes Engineering Solutions. We are basically a precision engineering company, but we specialise in a couple of particular areas. So we have traditionally always supplied resistance welding consumables to the automotive sector, and we also specialise in machining hard metals, so tungsten carbides, Inconels, hardened steels, those sorts of things for a range of different industries. So about 5 or 6 years ago, we decided we wanted to diversify away from the reliance on the automotive sector, and we wanted to develop our own range of products to move away from being a subcontract precision engineering company into somebody who had a bit more control over our own production volumes and capacity, etc. So we developed our own range of brake calipers for classic cars dating back to the 1960s and 1970s, and we started to produce those calipers on our own machines here, in amongst the other work that we were also producing. So we've realised over time that it's a different type of production. Producing for customers who are retail customers who order off the website is different for than producing for blue chip customers who are placing long-term contracts, etc. We needed stock in place, and we were struggling to keep up with the demands as our brand grew and our reputation grew, sales were increasing, and we just didn't have the stock in place to service those customers quickly. We were basically running 3 machines non-stop on 3, 4 and 5 axis machines producing brake calipers, and initially we were using them for maybe 50% of the time. It ended up we were using them all the time for as many hours as a day as we could produce brake calipers, and we still weren't keeping up with demand. We needed more capacity. We couldn't just go for another VMC. We were running out of space, and we needed to up production dramatically. We needed to future-proof production, and that's why we went for the Matsuura H-Plus.
Hello, my name is Daniel Hutchings. I'm the Operations Director for Wes, and I run the production facility here at Wes. It's definitely a step change for us. Having never had a horizontal, it's a big change. But the production engineers that we've got have, taken the challenge on board, and we've made some real changes to the company.
So when we actually took on the Matsuura, it was quite a bit of a challenge figuring out what kind of setups we actually wanted in the first place. But after a little while, we managed to land on that we could do a variety of different jobs using a very similar form of setups if we standardised our billets, and that made it quite a lot easier between different jobs.
I think Matsuura's experience in automation was one of the deciding factors why we went with the Matsuura. Compared to our other brands that we use, it just seems they've got real expertise in that area. When machining calipers on the vertical machine centres, we were all using single billets. When speaking to Matsuura, they suggested other machining methods with tagging systems and using 2 parts per billet, which we've adopted with the new machine, and it has made a difference and allowed us to run significantly more hours.
So previously I'd be coming in and having to be running machine, essentially standing at the machine for long periods of time, because the time between actual opening the door and spindle time was around 40 minutes. So now having the tombstone set up, I can